Hey everyone and welcome to Stryder Hearthstone. I put out new Battlegrounds videos every week with hero guides, new hero reviews, and crazy game moments. So stay up to date by hitting that subscribe button down below and the bell to turn on notifications. So playing a game as Elise here, and generally as Elise, you don't really have to worry about selling anything on the awkward 5 gold turn when you're on tier 2. So generally on turn 1, you can just pick the strongest minion available out of the 3.
Out there. Welcome back. How's it going out there?
So pretty good start so far. I got 2 decent tier 2 minions and one of the best tier 1 minions.
Keep up the momentum, friend. Work out there. Keep up the pressure.
So that pocket change spell is definitely really awesome for Elise. Having those 2 extra gold coins to use whenever you want makes it really easy if you want to tier up from tier 2 to tier 5 and use your map every single turn. I don't really want to start a Weaver at the moment because as Elise, I'm probably going to be power leveling to tier 4, 5, and 6 pretty fast. So I don't really want to use my HP as a resource building up those Weavers just to sell them for tier 5 and tier 6 minions in a couple of turns.
Work out there. Keep up the pressure. I see their end.
So that actually worked out really well, especially with those 2 extra coins coming in handy.
Going out there.
So not the best tier 4 minions to choose from, but the Big Inferno does get a smidge of synergy from that 3/3 that spawns a 1/1 demon. I'm also trading in my Gambler for that second spawn in Azoth. It gives me an extra pair and it makes my board a lot stronger. I really don't want to be losing fights as I'm power leveling because I don't want to rush to tier 5 or rush to tier 6 and then die in a single fight.
Going out there.
So I'm at 30 HP and I'm fighting Reno, who, unless he's already used his hero power, also has an incentive to power level a little bit, and he's not likely to hit me for a crazy amount of damage.
Keep up the momentum, friend. Got some fresh recruits for you.
So we kind of low rolled a bit on the spells being offered to us. If I'd gone the spell that lets me discover a minion from my current tavern tier, I would have gone to 6 so that I could discover 2 tier 6 minions with that spell and my map. But instead, I'm fighting Millhouse. He's probably not a walk in the park to fight. And my board's kind of weak. I've been losing every single fight. So I'm going to stay on tier 5 for an extra turn and try to just strengthen up my board. So staying on tier 5 this turn was definitely the right move. I definitely got a little bit lucky and I definitely power spiked this turn, but now I have a bit of direction as to where I want to build my endgame board. I really didn't need to sell the Big Fernal here to only have 6 minions, but I was kind of getting greedy, especially with those coins in my hand, trying to find a Khadgar or a extra pirate. But it didn't work out, but I figured I would still be okay because I was pretty strong with the Baron and the Goldsmon.
Good at this.
So I'm tearing up to 6 here because I figured Janice is not going to be crazy strong, and if I can hit a extra Dread Admiral with either my map or with a couple of refreshes, I'm going to be really strong for turn 9. So definitely got lucky in finding that Khadgar, and now I need to only have 6 minions on my board in order to make this work. So for those who are not familiar with the interaction, the way this works is when that pirate dies, its death rattle combines with both Khadgar and Baron to spawn multiple times over and over again. So you do need to have a free open minion spot open for Khadgar to make multiples of those, and then every single time those attack, it triggers Dread Admiral Eliza's effect of buffing your entire board. So the downside to this board, like many other combo type boards in Battlegrounds, is as you put the pieces together to build that final board state, you get exponentially stronger for every piece that you can find, but until you get a sufficient number of pieces, you have a really weak board, and you can also be countered by things like Zap, or even just have bad luck like a stray bomb going off and killing your Khadgar right away. Things can go wrong. So that is a huge downside to trying to build this board.
Keep up the momentum, friend. Your minions really pulled their weight.
So I've pretty much got a endgame board now. I just need to make it stronger. The only ways I can do that is finding a taunt, so I can play my second Scallywag and have that taunted, and also getting Golden Khadgar, Golden Baron, and Golden Dread Admiral.
You're down a minion and up a gold. You're down a minion and up a gold. Who are you calling short?
I'm using Baron as protection against cleave because even if Baron gets cleaved alongside the Death Rattle minion, the Death Rattle still goes off twice or thrice. So the Discover a tier 6 minion could get me that Golden Dread Admiral. However, the promise of a new hero power for Elise, especially when I'm already at tier 6, is just too great. So getting Zephrys' hero power was definitely probably one of the best hero powers, considering I have 4 pairs. The only downside is I do not want to make a golden version of that 2-1 pirate.
Go home, I always say. Oh, you're moving up in the world.
So that ended up being super unlucky, and we're actually weaker than we were the previous turn by only having one of those 2-1 pirates. But we can also throw down a second Chad now, so that kind of offsets it a bit.
Keep up the momentum, friend. The battle is really raging out there.
So I should have played that 2-1 pirate and then taunted it before playing that Golden Baron, so that was a bit of a misplay for me.
Consume you. It's good to get some minions in play.
I love catching some wings.
In the end, it didn't matter because I would have had to sell something in order to only have 6 minions anyways.
Nice shield. Put up.
So if I wasn't such a boomer here, I could have played that Faceless Tavern Goer, copied that Khadgar, gotten the Golden Khadgar, discovered a tier 6 minion, which either could have been a second Dread Admiral, or it would have given me a minion so I could sell the Zap, sell the boat, and sell that minion, and then buy that regular Khadgar so that I would have a Golden Khadgar and a regular Khadgar for the next fight. But alas, I boomered.
while you can.
Fight fate or fortune.
We must stand together, united for Dalaran! You're doing great out there!
Avenge me!
Your minions really pulled their weight.
So now I'm really close to the final form of optimizing this board. The only things I can really do is make a second Golden Khadgar or find a second Golden Dread Admiral. Ideally, if I get some bananas from the spells or some way to buff my Baron and my Khadgar from getting sniped by Zap, that would also be helpful.
Go ahead and hire one of these recruits.
So I tried so hard and got so far, but in the end, it didn't even matter because I got 3.9% lethals. There definitely were some things I could have done differently along the way that would have resulted in me having more than 11 HP and surviving this fight, but ultimately it is what it is. The one thing I have noticed actually lately is a lot of people have been trying this Exodia Pirate board in my lobbies. I see this kind of board I'd say more often than 1 in every 6 or 7 games, which is pretty surprising. So let me know down in the comments below if you've kind of noticed the same thing. Have you tried this kind of board yourself? Have you seen these type of boards in your lobbies? Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed the video, please hit that like button down below, and I'll see you next time in the Battlegrounds.